We are on location. We are out here at Utah Lake. We're gonna go shoot some photos, but what we're gonna play with today is a set of filters. These filters right here comes with 5 different filters, a macro and a wide angle lens, and an adapter to attach it to your cell phone. So we're gonna take the cell phone down there, we're gonna shoot a few pictures, and we're gonna play with these filters and see how this can help you improve your photography, whether it's video or stills. Okay, so this filter set has 5 different filters, and there's only 2 of them that I actually really use. The other ones are fun, but you can do all that stuff in Photoshop as well. But 2 of them you cannot recreate in Photoshop very easily. And so let me show you those. Now let me show you what we're seeing right now. This is absolutely gorgeous. That camera's turned around now. Now if you look, we've got, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. There you go, look at that. Look at that mist coming off of that. That is absolutely gorgeous. We gotta get down to the water. And then just the skies are just gorgeous. This is just gonna be a gorgeous shoot. Okay, now I think we found a shot. Let me turn it around so you can see. I'll never be happy with your very first shot that you set up because there's always something you can do to improve, so move around. However, what I do like about this area is we've got the Jordan River, and it's frozen, and it comes around, and we're using it to kind of bring our attention to draw it down and into the sun and into the background back there with the clouds across the lake and stuff. Okay, here's what we're gonna be playing with today. We're gonna be using these filters right here. Now let me show you those. I kind of talked about them briefly, but we've got these filters in them, right there, these filters, but we also have a wide angle lens, and it's got a macro built into that, and we've got a little adapter, and this adapter allows you to hook these things up to your cell phone. So let's turn this around. I've got a beautiful shot kind of lined up. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Okay, beautiful shot lined up. Some of these filters will do well here, some of them won't. Let me talk about what these filters are. So here's what we got. We have they call it a gradual orange, but they really call it graduated orange. And what that does, you can see that is partially orange. So let's turn this around the other way. Now I'm going to put this right in front of the lens so I can make it look like there's more a sunrise or sunset, or I can change it. Now you notice how the top part's orange, the bottom part is clear, and so I can adjust that, I can twist that to do it the way I want to have it. Okay. That's the graduated orange, which they call a gradual orange. This next one is a graduated gray, and basically it allows you to shoot. If it's too bright in the sky, you can actually darken things up. There it goes. You can darken things up at the top. So you can see that you can darken things up at the top of it, or the bottom of it, depending. Okay, doesn't want to focus, but that's a gradual gray. There is a gradual blue. If we want to make the sky even bluer, we could do that, but on a day like today, we got some beautiful shots. Okay, then the last 2, one of them is called the neutral density, and the neutral density doesn't really work here for this. It's basically just like sunglasses. It makes it darker so you can shoot at a longer shutter speed. Okay, and then we have what's called a circular polarizing filter. Now, circular polarizing filter, let me get that up, so it'll focus. There it goes. Now this works well in certain directions, certain degrees of angle away from the sun. Okay, so on this one it won't do much good, but we're going to turn off to the side and take a look at that and kind of play with it, and I'll show you what it does. Okay, we're going to move this because it doesn't do much good there. Let's look at the sun. Now it's hard to see the screen at the same time. Let's see. Not the sun, I mean, but we're going to look at the blue skies. Now I'm going to give that circular polarizing filter a twist. The other thing that's in there is this macro lens and this wide angle lens that attaches onto that. So let's throw this on. Actually, let's take a look at what it looked like right here. Let's throw that over the top of that. Now you can see it made it wide angle because you can see around me a lot better. But we're going to flip it around and look at the other side. So this is just normal. This is with the wide angle lens on it. But we're going to flip this around and face it the other way. This was a lot more helpful before we had wide angle lenses. Wait, if I can find the right place, there it is. Before we had wide angle lenses built into our cameras, or into our camera phones. Okay, that's with it on, that's with it off. But now that we've got wide angle lenses built into our phones, we can get the angle that we want to get. So this has become less useful because of that. Let's go wide angle. I'm just curious. You can see that that's gone so wide angle now that it's vignetting around the outsides of it. Because now I'm using the wide angle lens from the phone and the wide angle attachments. Right back off. So that is the wide angle lens that we just used. If you take the wide angle lens, you can take that off, and underneath it is the macro lens. And this macro lens, we're going to put over the top of this. It allows you to focus on things so much closer. So let me get my thumb in there and my finger in there, so you can see detail on my fingerprints. So let's go ahead and flip this around. I'm going to put this on there, and then let's get down close to something that might be interesting, something fun to look at. So you can see what it can do. The macro lens allows you to get up close on something. The one thing, we get out here and I want to just start shooting photos, and I want to just start being creative and shooting photos, but I'm here to show you the filters. So we got to head back. We got to find some place where there's going to be some running water or some sort of movement that we can use to use that neutral density filter. So I'm going to try to expose for 2 to 4 seconds. Let me show you what that looks like with 2 to 4 seconds worth of exposure without having a neutral density filter on there. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay. That last photo was shot at 2 seconds without the neutral density. Now let me show you what it looks like with the neutral density on it. Actually, let me put it on this way. Neutral density, I throw it on there, and it darkens it up, just like sunglasses. And now, since this is a variable neutral density, I can actually twist it to cause it to become lighter or darker as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to throw that on there, shoot it for 2 to 4 seconds, and then try to draw something using the light on my cell phone. So that's the filter set. I wish it came with a little box to keep it in, not just a cardboard box that it came in, but it's just something else that would be maybe something more like this that you could put it in and make it be a little bit more durable in the bag. But I will put the link to that, to Amazon, down in the description. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.